Hello, this is Oliver Birch. I want to show you our casinos demonstration. It's built on top of the IBM Smarter Venues solution, and it takes a guest through their journey of planning a trip to the casino, the activities that they do when they get to the casino, and then some follow-up marketing as well. And it uses our Smarter Venues platform that you can see here on the chart. It has a data component, a data platform, which has data about the guest. This is used to drive our analytics platform to create actionable insight from that data. We then take those insights and drive those insights into our marketing and commerce platform to create a very personalized experience, and then present that to the guest through a web page and through a mobile app as well. So I'm going to show you this starting with our potential guest here, James Lee. He's actually already been to Crown Casinos, and so he is a known guest to the casino. So he's an experienced player. He likes blackjack particularly. This is his Facebook profile here, and you can see that he's had quite a few experiences that he's shown here on Facebook. He's got his friends set up on Facebook. But right now, Crown Casino doesn't know James's Facebook profile, but like I said, he has been to Crown many times before. So if we go over and look at James's profile in our system, I'll show you what that looks like right now. So this is a little dashboard that exposes the data that we know about James. So here is James loaded in our system. And one thing I wanted to start with was showing you these scores that we have for James. So these are derived from events that James does, both online, in the mobile app, or in the casino. And right now we have a set of scores. We've sort of set these up for the demonstration here. He has high score for lifetime value, VIP, and his like for blackjack is reflected in that blackjack score of 70%. His score on birthday is also high at 90% because it's actually coming up to be his birthday, so that score is set high right now as well. So that's kind of what we know about James at the moment. And if we go back over to James's page here, and let's go and take a quick look at his email, because we've just sent him an invitation here to plan a trip at Crown Casino again because his birthday is coming up. And if we open up this email, let's take a look at that. So here, we've created an email based off a campaign, that reflects the scoring in our system. And we've created this offer for James, and it's around a stay at Crown with a free upgrade to a room, and come and celebrate his birthday at Crown Casinos with his friends. So he has a VIP offer. He likes to play golf as well. I don't know if you noticed that in the scores. Some transportation to the hotel and so on. So let's assume James is sort of interested in taking this offer. And he clicks on the link there to take us into that offer. And so here we present the offer again, but in our commerce platform here. So this is again very personalized to James, right? So we've created a page here with off of that profile with these components that we want him to buy. And so if James is interested in this offer around this trip to Crown Casino, he can go and add that to his timeline and start creating this plan for visiting the casino. So that goes into his cart, and what we do now is actually prompt him to invite his friends. It's a birthday celebration, so we want him to sort of invite his friends to this. And what we've done is we've, rather than him typing in all of their names and email addresses and so on, we're offering him an opportunity just to link in his Facebook account here, so we can go and pull his friends' contact information off of Facebook. So here, let's log in with James's Facebook account. James 71 at Facebook. And what we'll do is we'll actually connect to the Facebook account for James. We'll pull in the friends that he's got defined on Facebook there, and we'll select all of his friends that we want to invite to his party. So let's just go ahead and invite all of them. Okay, and then we'll click on complete there. So we send out some invitations, and we'll go and have a look at those in a second. But before we do that, let's go and actually complete purchasing of this package here. So I'm just going to go and look at that in the cart and simply go and check out. Here I have to enter my method of payment, so let's just quickly put in a quick Visa number. And hit next. And then we'll just get a final confirmation of this, and then we'll have that order complete. Okay, very good. So let's close that down, and let's just quickly go back and have another look at our dashboard for James, and refresh this. So here you'll see that we've now added all of his friends right into his account here from Facebook, and we've actually created profiles for them as well, so we're starting to track those guests as well. And we've also started to track these sort of incremental events that James is doing. So we're actually tracking all these different things he's doing on the web right now, and when he logs into his mobile device, we'll start collecting those events. And each time an event lands there, we adjust this scoring appropriately so that we always have an up-to-date set of scores for him. Oh, and also we have these entitlements now for James as well, right? These are the things that he just purchased. And let's go and have a look at one of his friends. This one is Sue. So Sue Heller. So this is her profile, and we've also scored Sue as well. So we took the opportunity to go and pull in some data for Sue. Sue has a bit of a different mix here because although she has a like for poker here, she also has a like for spas and slots and so on. So let's go and have a look at the invitation that we sent to Sue, and we'll see what kind of offer we want to make to Sue. Let's go back to email here, and you'll see that we actually have an offer to Sue. And it says, hey, James is having a birthday party, why not come and join him? So again, we're creating an offer here for Sue, right? It's still got a hotel room and so on, so let's go and actually look at that offer now. And of course this offer, right, we're trying to market to Sue now to join James, right, on his birthday celebration, but we've created an offer that's much more tailored towards Sue. So it's still got the hotel room, the VIP club thing that James was doing in combination with his friends, but we've also put this spa package in here and a slot machine offer as well because she likes slots. So again, let's quickly go and purchase that. We'll put that into the cart. We'll go and check out here really quickly. We'll enter here we go, check out. We'll enter a quick Visa card number. We'll use the same number here. And check out. And get the final confirmation and click order. Now Sue is a new guest, hasn't visited Crown before. So in this case we're going to prompt her to download the mobile app, right? So James has actually already downloaded this because he's been there before. So in this case she's a new guest, we want to actually prompt her to download the mobile app. So at this point we're going to transition over to logging both James and Sue onto their mobile apps, and we'll see how their experience then continues in the casino. So I have two mobile devices here. One is already logged in as James Lee on the left hand side here, and the other one we're going to log in as Sue. So I'm going to enter Sue's Facebook identity here. And her password. So we'll log in as Sue here. So here you see the difference between the two screens. On the left-hand side, James is a VIP. He's a 3-star guest. That you can see at the top here. That's driven off of his lifetime value. Sue, on the other hand, she's a new visitor. She doesn't have any VIP status. And both guests have different campaigns. So on the left-hand side, James has some campaigns that we've built for him around the blackjack table and mahogany room. On the right hand side we see Sue. We're still campaigning to her about spa and asking her to schedule her spa treatment and so on. So we can accept these recommendations if I hit the plus sign on the mahogany room. That'll actually set up the mahogany room reservation here. And one thing I can do is I can select the guests that I want to invite to this activity. So if I go and click on select guests here, I can choose to actually invite Sue to this activity here. And maybe we'll invite May here as well. So if I go back here and then reserve this maybe later in the day, perhaps at 5 o'clock tonight, I'll hit reserve, and this then comes up with an invitation that's sent over to Sue, right? So this is sent over in real time. Sue can either accept or reject the invitation, so maybe she wants to accept this, so we'll just hit accept there. So if we can also go and check on the invitation status just by touching on the attraction here. We can see that May has been invited but not accepted, and Sue has already accepted the invitation. So let's do the same thing on Sue's side. I'll click on the spa campaign here, and I'll schedule her spa treatment for later on today. And let's go and set up something else for them both to do. Maybe they want to set up some dining options for later. So let's get them to meet up at the bistro later in the day. Let's do that at 9 p.m. And I'll select the guests here on Sue's phone. So we'll invite James, and we'll also invite May as well. Go back here and reserve that. And then we see, of course, that invitation sent over to James's phone, dinner reservation from Sue. So again, we'll accept that. That gets put onto James's timeline as well. So we now have this sort of nice way of planning these events in a fairly ad hoc kind of way in real time between all of the different parties that we have attending the event. Okay, so the next thing is, well, let me show you some other things within the app first of all. We do have a map capability here, so you can see within the app all of the different activities that are available to do within the casino area. So we can see those with the little blue pins, so we can actually go and add these things to our timeline as well right from the map. Let me turn off the filter for those so I can also see where the other people are within my party here. So that you see the purple pins, I can just touch on those to see who they are, and you can see those guests also moving around in real time on the map. On the shop tab, we surfaced all of the commerce related things. So within these tabs you can go and set up either casino related things, or go and reserve different activities around that area, or go into shop to purchase merchandise, for example. And then finally, over on guest services, there's a set of guest services that we've put into the mobile app that the guests could do sort of self-service with. Let me show you one of those over on Sue's phone, which is setting up a loyalty card. So Sue is a new member of Crown Casino, and let's actually go and set up a loyalty card for her. So I have a little blank card here that I'm going to bring next to Sue's device. I'm just going to activate that card by putting the slider across. And so what this does is it makes a link between this blank activity card and Sue's account. So now Sue can use this card for checking into her hotel room, for example, or checking in on a table to play a game, for example. Now James has already got one of those set up, and I'm going to show you something that might happen with James. So we have the ability to run some campaigns off of geospatial events, and one of those might be James arriving in Melbourne, maybe at the airport. And what I'm going to do on a simulator off on the side here is to change James's location to simulate him landing at the airport. So let me go ahead and key in James's identity here, and we'll see if we can get this set up here. So I'm going to move his location to the airport, which I just did. And you see on his device, we actually push a notification to him saying that you have a room reserved, and allocating him a room number so he can go straight up to his room. And then we also offer him directions right from this notification, so he can direct directions and then go from Melbourne Airport over to the hotel there. Alright, so maybe the next thing that James does is he goes and arrives at the hotel. He checks into the hotel room. So let me show you what that would look like. I'm going to go over to the simulator and just use our access control to check him into the hotel. So he's now checked in, and when we do that, he enters the room. We actually send him another notification onto his device, offering him an incentive to go and play on the tables. In this case, $250 of chips to incent him to go and actually play in the casino. So we could accept that and go and play blackjack or whatever he had reserved. Okay, so as Sue, we'll go over to the slot machine. We finish playing slots, and then we provide a campaign over to Sue to incent her to go and schedule a Poker Pro tutorial. Right, so we're sort of getting her once she's finished one thing to move on to the next. So we can also let's accept that, which presents us with the poker tutorial offer here, and we can go and schedule that event as well. Maybe we want to do that later today at 5. Now, as Sue and James go around the casino and they're doing different activities, you can see on their timeline we start to build out these events that they've already done. So let's try and add another event to James's timeline. Let's go over to access control and get him to finish, to play a game of craps, for example. So I'm going to check in on the simulator here and with his loyalty card on the craps table. And now if I go over to James's device and refresh his timeline, we can actually see that that he has that entry on his completed list of tasks here. So he's got both the hotel entry and the craps game on there, and we allow him to sort of capture images associated with these activities. So maybe if he's coming into the hotel room, you might want to take a picture of his hotel room, or his friends celebrating his birthday in the hotel room. You can click on the camera icon, right, and replace then the image of the hotel with his own image, and also create a tweet at this time by typing in some text that he could associate with that activity. So I'm going to save that image away with that default text there, and so that activity now gets replaced with that different photo and this text that he's tweeted in addition to that. Okay, so the next thing is maybe they want to go and go over to dinner, for example, at their bistro reservation, which they have at 9 p.m. And so maybe the next thing is they arrive at the bistro a little bit early, and they want to see if they can get a table a little bit earlier than their 9 p.m. reservation. So what they can do is actually enter a virtual queue for an earlier table right from the mobile app. So I'm going to do that as Sue and hit the queue button for this bistro and go into queuing up for this bistro activity. And then the system will actually manage their place in the queue so that when the table's eventually ready, we can go over to, I'm going to go over to the simulator here and change Sue's queue position and actually move her to the front of the line of that queue, so that she'll get a notification on her mobile device saying that it's time, that her table is ready and she should go back to the restaurant. Okay, so I think you've got the general idea of how this works. We're trying to tailor the experience here with our scoring and our campaigns. So these green activities you're seeing are coming from our Interact system as offers within the different timelines. And then as the two guests go around the casino, go around the Melbourne area, right, we can track their location, we can track activities that they're doing, and then push them campaigns based on their profile there for either relevant suggestions or recommendations or offers of different things that they might want to do in that area. Okay, well, I'll leave it there and conclude the demonstration, and please contact me if you have any other questions. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.